Good afternoon, students. Today's topic is Protista. Protista is a eukaryotic organism and unicellular organism. That is the first characteristics of Protista. Protista unicellular but eukaryotic. That is very important. So, and every eukaryotic organism starts with Protista. So Protista connect with various other kingdom. Okay, Protista connect eukaryotic, I think unicellular organism which connect fungi, which connect plant, which connect animal, and it is a bridge, and we can find many common characteristics between these. Protista also connect animal and plant. You see one organism like euglena, where animal and plant both characteristics can be present. So Protista is like that kind of kingdom. Protista kingdom, there are many. Actually, we have to study many characteristics feature of Protista. Okay. So what are the feature you have to study? First of all, Protista unicellular eukaryotic. Number one. Number two, Protista is having many kind of nutrition, like starting from the autotrophics. It can have heterotrophic, parasitic, saprophytic type of nutritions. Protista having many type of storage or materials, starting from starch, some of paramylum, some of oil droplets, like many kind of things storage in Protista. So Protista is called the first eukaryotic organism. So it can be said that Protista are the ancestor of all the eukaryotic organisms. That you can say. These are the many characteristics of Protista. Protista can be grouped into three main categories. First categories are photosynthetic protist. It is written, you can see also. And in this, we can get chrysophyte, we can get dinoflagellates, we can get euglenoids. Next part is consumer decomposer protist, where you can get slime molds. The last part of Protista, that is protozoan protist. In this, some are flagellates, some are saccharodine, some are sporozoan, some are ciliated. These are the grouping or classifications of Protista. I think you clear about. So Protista can be groups into photosynthetic protist, consumer decomposer protist, and protozoan protist. I think you understood. Next part, we have to study each and every part of this grouping. Starting from photosynthetic protist. Photosynthetic protist means basically autotrophics there. They are having chlorophyll. Some protists have chlorophyll A with this beta carotene, xanthophyll. Some protists have chlorophyll A and C. Some are chlorophyll A and B. So there are some categories of protists are there, starting from chrysophyte. Chrysophyte has two types. One is called desmate, another is called diatom. Desmate, it is not in our syllabus, so we have to study only diatom. Diatoms are the microscopic organism basically present in freshwater as well as marine. Both cases you can find freshwater as well as marine. So chrysophyte are freshwater, water and marine both. Okay, chrysophyte. Chrysophytes are chief producer of oceans. So chrysophytes are chief producer of ocean. This sentence, the questions come, which is the chief producer of oceans? You have to say chrysophytes or diatom. Diatom having two, if you see the structure of diatom, two overlapping cells are present. Okay, look like this. Upper part is called epitheca. Epitheca. And lower part is called hypotheca. So these theca are made up of silicons. Okay, this is so strong it cannot be decayed. That we can say it is indestructible covering. But when it pile up continuously, okay, and it produce the strong substance that is called diatomaceous earth. Okay, under the sea, when it deposited for long period of time and it form diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth, it is called diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth. Okay, and it can be a pollution indicator sometimes, because some polluting agent if present it will disappear. So that is why it can be pollution indicator. Okay, we can use that strong substances in polishing purposes. Okay, that is all about the diatom. So what do you need to actually remember regarding chrysophyte? So mainly chrysophytes are classified into two categories, diatom and desmate. We have to study diatoms only, desmate is not in our syllabus. In diatoms, at two overlapping, if you see the structure, two overlapping cells are there, epitheca and hypotheca, and makes a silicaceous cell wall which is very strong, not decaying, so deposited continuously for long period of time. So it forms diatomeous earth. Okay, and it can be pollution indicator, it can be used in polishing purposes. Okay, that is all about the diatom. A diatom is a chief producer of oceans. If you see 60 tons of blue whale, there are 2 tons of diatom are present in their guts. So it is a huge food for the blue whale. Next, we call dinoflagellates. Dinoflagellates having two flagella, and the flagella are arranged in 90-degree arrangement. It has strong cell wall, and many types of dinoflagellates are found. Dinoflagellates are biolumineous. Some of dinoflagellates are biolumineous, like Ganolox noctilica, means it radiate light inside the oceans, biolumineous. Some produces some toxins, it's called saxitoxins, and dinoflagella is various colored. Okay, red tide. You have heard the red tide because of the multiplication of granulox. Okay, that kind of pigment. Okay, is there. It form like that. Okay, this is the dinoflagellates. Okay, and now we come euglenoids. Euglenoids have some peculiar characteristics. We called it mixotropic organism. Why we call it mixotropic? It has peculiarities, like basically we have to concentrate on the nutrition part of euglenoids. You have seen the structure. Okay, it's a contractile vacuole, some nucleus, some endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria. As is unicellular, you have a unicellular and eukaryotic organism. All these things are found. They have two flagella. One is very short, another is long. With the help of flagella, it can move from one place to another place. So moving of euglenoid is the characteristics of animal. When it moves and in the absence of sunlight, so in the night basically, one place to another place, it predating at that time. So looking for the prey and eat them. So it is the animal characteristics. But it has chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B present. Okay, some carotenes are there, and with the help of this pigment in the daytime they can produce their own food. So autotrophic nutrition are there. So that is why euglena are called mixotrophic organism. And another feature of euglena is it has no cellulosic cell wall. The outer part is called pellicle. This is called pellicle. Okay, not having any cellulosic cell wall. These are the I think euglena characteristics. Okay, these chrysophyte, dinoflagellate, and euglenoids are photosynthetic protists. Now we come consumer decomposer protist, and we are talk about slime molds. Basically, saprophytic nature. Okay, slime mold can't be decomposer. And their life cycle, it has two actually stages. Some stages it can multiply. So multinucleated is called it from plasmodium. It from plasmodium formation. It from plasmodium. So where you can see the structure of plasmodium like that. Okay, there are many nucleus are present. Multinucleus are present. Okay, plasmodium, and the vegetative phase it form. But the reproductive time it form fruiting body. It form fruiting body. This type like structure are produced. Okay, sporangium like structure, and this help formation of spore. So this is all about the slime molds where the plasmodium are produced mainly. So acellular and cellular type of slime molds are there. So in details process. Okay, now we come protozoan protists. Protozoan protists are basically four types. Some are flagellates, some are saccharodine, some are sporozoan, some are ciliated. So flagellated you can see, okay, Giardia and Leishmanidia. So these are flagellated protists. With the help of flagella, it can move from one place to another place. Okay, there is no such sexual reproduction present in these. They are basically endoparasite. Then saccharodine phase you see amoeba, and I think amoeboid protist it is called, and it is like that. Amoeba, I think entamoeba histolytica, they produces disease. Okay, in our body. So saccharodine like this. Sporozoan protist is they are also endoparasite. Okay, malarial parasite or sporozoan parasite. You know that, and malarial parasite, Plasmodium, vivax, Palmatium, falciparum, they are all are sporozoan protists. They cause disease in our body. Then ciliated sporodia, that is called, I think, paramecium is kind of ciliated protozoans. Okay, so this all about the protist. Okay, I think you understood the protist. First of all, you have to understood chrysophyte and dinoflagellate eukaryote very much. And chrysophyte, I am telling you some differences of comparison of this. Okay, chrysophyte, dinoflagellate, and euglenoids. Chrysophyte basically present in marine as well as freshwater. Dinoflagellate basically marine, and euglenoid present in freshwater. This is the first distinction you have to remember. If we think of stored food of chrysophyte, stored food is called, I think, stored food of chrysophyte is called leucozyne. Leucozyne, stored food. Dinoflagellate is stored food is starch. Starch stored food, and euglena is paramylum. Paramylum. Okay, these things are actually stored foods of various type of photosynthetic protists. Okay, here chrysophyte we see that some pigment like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, okay, fucoxanthin, beta carotenes are photosynthetic pigment. Dinoflagellate you see that chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C and xanthophylls. Okay, and euglenoid chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B as photosynthetic pigment we found. This is all about the photosynthetic pigment. Okay, and if we think of flagella of this is very important topic, flagella, it's made up of protein. Okay, tubulin protein. Okay, it's various type of protein which may help in, I think, flagella formations. Tubulin protein, flagella, it's made up of tubulin protein. Okay, in protozoans. If you think of bacteria, there are some flagella present. They are made up of flagellin proteins. Bacterial actually flagella made up of flagellin protein, and protozoan protist flagella made up of tubulin proteins. I think this is the comparison of something. Okay, I think you understood about the protista. Not very difficult topic, but you have to read mainly the characteristics. You have to read. Main characteristics I have told you in these topics. Okay, I think you understood. Okay, and next time if you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay.